Thanks for coming. So today we've got, I believe, 5 of our favorite local suppliers that are each going to do a 10-minute segment about sort of their story, their product line, how they started, some of the major attributes of their products. I know Elvis is a little distracting, isn't it? This is all, on October 7th, we're doing a large local flyer focus. Lisa's highlighting some great recipes in that flyer, but every presenter you're seeing here is actually going to be in this flyer. So Marty, for those of you who don't know, Marty started NewCo Cosmetics. It's in the Northeast in Calgary. Marty couldn't be here this morning very regretfully because his partner had a specialist appointment that, as some of you know in the medical system, it's hard to reschedule a specialist appointment. So he doesn't tell too much of his story, but what I find interesting about Marty is he used to be a handy bus driver. And he used to be sort of evangelizing all of the, I guess, the great qualities of the Melaleuca products he used to sell on the side. So that was, he did that for I think about 8 years. And he started using tea tree that he found so effective for Melaleuca in the formulations of products. And so the first product he ever brought to market was a tea tree oil that he started to buy direct from Australia. So a lot of people assume that NewCo is an Australian company because there's a little kangaroo on the label and there's tea tree oil, but it's a very, very good local Calgary company. And Keith actually worked for Marty for about 5 years in helping him with marketing and brochures and even product formulation. So those of you who know Keith as the inspector, who will dissect and analyze every ingredient under the sun, it was all sort of born with NewCo. So Marty is a consummate sales guy, right? Like that's what he loves. When he does a demo in the store, you'll normally find middle-aged women like myself kind of flocking around him. He's got charisma with a certain demographic. So his new kind of claim to fame is the Brocagen, and a lot of people will talk about just the amazing testimonials that they've had using the product. Sometimes he pushes it a little bit in terms of some of his claims with it, but the truth is he has a really great product line, and he is so passionate. So this is Marty. He sends his regrets, but he's sending us a 4-minute video.
Hey, Community Natural Foods, this is Marty Newcomen from NewCo Natural Technologies. Local, 100% Canadian-owned business. Home of Broco Fusion and Brocogen 10. We were established and incorporated in 1996. And so we've been in business about 19 or 20 years now. The whole philosophy behind NewCo and its products is to have clean, natural, and effective products. That's the only way you're going to compete in a marketplace where you have some huge US companies and European companies. So what we had to do in the very beginning, and what we still do today, is we do a lot of research on the formulas. Research includes each and every ingredient. There can be no chemical extractions in the process. We can have no residual chemicals within our formulas. So this is how we get clean and very natural formulas. So no petroleum, no silicones, no sulfates, no parabens, no triethanolamines, and the list goes on. We look at 100 different ingredients for a formula. We find we have to throw away about 60 out of 100. There's only about 40 we can use, about 40%. So natural formulation is not an easy thing to do. It takes a lot of time. It can take 1 to 2 years to create a good skincare formula. Supplements don't take as much time because you don't have to worry about stability and viscosities and pH and crystallization and reactions of some of the ingredients and phytonutrients with other things in the formula. So we only have a couple of supplements. We have a lot of skincare products. I think we have roughly 70 SKUs. You guys carry shampoo, toothpaste, tea tree oil ointments, rubbies. We got the alpha lipoic acid facial care line with the pink grapefruit foaming facial cleanser and the pink grapefruit balancing toner. And of course, as I mentioned before, the Broco Fusion lotion, the Broco Fusion ointment, and the Brocogen 10. So, clean, quality, natural, and effective. How do we get effective? Well, we have to have high concentrations of the actives, and we have multiple actives to create synergy. It's not just a pretty ingredients list with one one active. If you got multiple actives, you create a synergy, and you do effectively create a better formula for healing, topically and internally. So NUCO has been very innovative at this. We've taken a lot of time through the years to perfect this system, and we're going to continue to move forward in the same direction of perfecting the system even more, so we can continue to come forward with more good quality products for wonderful stores and like yourself and customers the community has. And so, you know, when we look at the company in general and we look at the products in general.
There you go. That's it. So I don't know what this upside down cricket is here. I am in love with that rug. So that's Marty. That's NUCO. I mean, I think everyone who's ever tried some of his products will have favorites. Rubbies is probably our most effective pain relief rub, and it's I bring it on every cycling trip, and I still actually have to special order it for a large tub for my mom and send it out to her because she can't find it in the Okanagan. So some really, really great products, and you know, he's definitely got a lot of heart for this industry and the products, that's for sure. So, and Shelley, I have your notes, by the way, if you're looking for them. So, next up, we have our very own Jackie Trent.
Hey guys. Been stressing about this for like the last month, so because I don't do public speaking very often. All right. So Alberta Natural Products was started in 2003 by Gary Wilkes, the owner of Community Natural Foods. Gary wanted to provide Calgarians with quality natural products at a great price. As someone who'd been in the business since the 70s, he saw an opportunity in natural soaps and greens. With the help of Helen Hayes, Gary developed the Alberta Naturals soap line in his home here in Calgary with help of local soap makers until he eventually opened up the soap factory. Soap is made through the chemical reaction of combining fats and lye, called saponification. Interesting fact about the word saponification and soap, they both actually share the same etymological ancestor, sapo, which is the name of a cleaning salve used in ancient times made from animal fats and ash. How's this relevant? Well, there's this old soap maker's tale about how soap came to be. In ancient Rome, there was supposedly a mountain called Mount Sapo, where people would make ritual sacrifices using animals as burnt offerings. Crazy. I don't know how true this story is, but wood ash from the fires of their altars mingled with the grease from animal sacrifices, forming a primitive kind of soap. The soap found its way to the clays of a nearby stream where local people found that it helped them get their laundry cleaner. So what I'm trying to get at is real, natural, homemade soap has always been made the same way it's been made in the last 2,000 years, just combining animal fats and lye, which is actually potash or potassium hydroxide. Our soap is made using quality olive, coconut, and sustainably sourced palm with a sodium hydroxide lye instead of potassium. These are hand measured and hand blended hair to create our base soap, as you all may know as Simply Soap. For our other scents, we add botanicals, essential oils, and natural colors to create fragrant, long-lasting, moisture-rich soap. Our other product that we manufacture here in Calgary is our Alberta Natural Greens with probiotics, formulated once again by Gary and Helen. Greens, as you know, are an excellent way to increase daily nutrition, balance pH, and support daily detoxification. Our greens are made without GMOs, artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. We carefully source our raw materials from reputable suppliers like Earthrise Nutritionals, Pines International, and Nebraska Cultures, just to name a few. All of our ingredients are tested by our suppliers and shipped to us with certificates of analysis that we review carefully beforehand to ensure that they meet our criteria. They're tested for microbial content, heavy metals, aflatoxin, probiotic counts, and we continue to perform these tests during the different stages of production to ensure that we are not contaminating during the different stages, and that we are blending the finest local greens that you can get at a great price. I'm very proud of the fact that I was actually able to make the greens for the first time last spring, and I was a part of like the entire process from start to finish, and even the unglamorous parts of making greens, like sanitizing and cleaning up our production room, which involves getting down on your hands and knees and scrubbing the floors and the tiles. And so whenever I see our greens at the store, I'm like really proud. So go A&P. Thank you. I have more info on all of our products in the back with the brochures. So if you guys want to know more info, pick up some samples and brochures.
Thank you. Next up, we are going to have Pure Creation.
Okay.
Well, Maria's getting her audio sorted out here. This is Maria Chetta, and Maria is an esthetician, originally from Europe. Her husband is a biochemist. They actually owned a spa in the Northeast, which they've now closed down. I was fortunate enough to go there for a facial, as was a number of Health and Body Care employees at one point. Maria will still send me a sample for my sun-damaged skin once a year. And look at me and just be like, wear sunscreen on your bike trips. But this is the Pure Creations line, and we've been really fortunate to be working with Gabby and Maria since the inception of the line, and there's gone through a few changes from labels and formulations, but at the end of the day, this is a very effective product for people who are looking for high-end skincare comparable to something that they would find at a department store. There's a number of sample sizes that you can use. Maria, we're fortunate enough to have actually doing demos in the store. She can actually do a skincare consultation with you, not with the traumatizing machine, but consultation nonetheless. So without further ado, here is Maria.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So I'm Maria, and I am the developer of Pure Creation skincare line. And our products have been retailing in community, as you know, for the last 5 years. And we just launched at the beginning of the year 16 new products, because we changed the packaging. But not only that, we try to reformulate everything, because in the last few years we were so passionate about the products, the ingredients that goes in our products to be really natural, and we start to manufacture actually our own ingredients. Many of them we start slow, and we start to include many raw materials that we gather from Alberta and BC and goes in our products. Our skincare line first developed in Spa in Europe, and then we brought it in Canada, and furthermore develop it with at very high standards to be used in our spa services. And actually, I met you there, many of you or your colleagues. And testing our products at the spa actually allowed us for consistent hands-on monitoring quality and effectiveness of our products, and for further development. So people that actually were testing the products were our hundreds of clients that, we tried every time to get feedback from them, and then, improve it. And in this way, we actually came up with the final line, and we have many of another products. As mentioned, our current line consists of 16 products divided into 3 main lines. Now we change it. So the lines are color coordinated, and and everything, including the benefits that you want to know about our products, is on the packaging, on the labels. So we have everyday line that is blue and is for all skin types but dry. We have extra nourishing line that is for dry skin, and anti-aging line that is for all skin types. Each line contain a toner, a cleanser, a day cream, night cream, eye cream, and serums. From serums, I can mention, for example, our very popular hyaluronic serum, very strong hydrator that is in the everyday line, or vitamin E serum that is extremely healing and very good for dry skin and for the environment that we live in, is in extra nourishing line. And now for the more exciting part, actually what we do is our skincare. I will let my colleague Swanjit to explain and tell you all about it.
Good morning, everybody. So my name is Swanjit, and I've been working with Pure Creations for over last 6 years. And I have seen many of you at demos or when you guys came to visit our spa. I have seen some of you guys here. So I would like to tell you a little bit more about what we are doing here. So in the last couple of years, we have been working not only on improving our product, but also to make our company exist in a more sustainable way. So for that, what we started to demonstrate our support towards our local farming community. So by partnering up with the Canadian farmers to source the ingredients that forms the base of our line. So for that, right now we are currently producing 13 different ingredients from the 7 Canadian farm products, from which right now 3 are used in our current line, what we are selling, and which makes the 3rd and the 5th largest ingredient by quantity in these products. So it's quite high amount. These ingredients are currently formed in our in-house with the help of our PhD chemist, and we use physical separation process that preserves the original natural composition of these ingredients. So it's very, very natural, very preserved. We're excited about this opportunity as we are learning about the source of our ingredients, and in future we are hoping to share with you the passion and the story of these farmers who we're working with. The second exciting part about our new launch is recycling. So currently our line consists of glass and plastic. So glass for our serums and creams, and plastic for our toners and cleanser bottles. So many of you might know that most of the plastic is recyclable as well as glass. But however, recently we became aware that the city of Calgary does not have any mean to recycle glass that used in a skincare cosmetic. So the reason for this is because because the reason for this is because these glass are made of thicker glass component, which is hard for the city of Calgary currently recycle it. So to solve this, because of that, most of our glass jars or any cosmetic jars hit the landfill. So to solve that, what we are doing is we are partnering up with the third-party source, which will help us recycle that waste. And that waste is repurposed in various items such as benches, garbage bins, and much more, things like that. So for that, what we are doing is we are going to start with one of your locations, depending on which one is the busiest. We are going to give you guys a special recycling bin, and the customer can come with their empty containers, just drop it off in the bins. They don't have to take anything apart because everything will be recycled. Even the pump, the spring from the glass, from the cleanser pump, so that is even recyclable. So They can bring their empty containers, just put it in these bins, and once the bin is full, we will come and pick it up and do the rest from there. It's a very simple process, and hopefully we will see, depending on how we see the interest of the people, how much interest they will show, we will be looking for providing these recyclable stations at all your other locations. We would like to eliminate these containers hitting the landfill, so hopefully we are hitting the right direction, and we will have really good response with recycling our product. Thank you.
Thank you, Pure Creations. Next is going to be Shelley with Sage Valley. I have her notes, so I'll have to relinquish them at some point. Sage Valley is located in Rosedale, Alberta. I'm told it's near Drumheller-ish. Ish, somewhere. Don't judge my geography. We're very fortunate to have been working with Shelley for so many years, and Shelley has been a great resource for us. She's formulated products at Sandra's request. We lost an unpetroleum jelly, and Shelley formulated one. We're working on a scrub right now that Sandra's like, too oily, too gritty. But to be able to have the flexibility to work with somebody local who's willing to work with us and really just try and have a win-win situation with our customers and with our business and with their business is really fortunate. So Shelley's has given advice to Jackie in terms of sourcing raw materials. We've worked together on some Health Canada insect repellent things together, and it's so lovely to be able to have these partnerships and to be able to have local suppliers who work and support each other. So it's not a dog-eat-dog world. It's everybody wants to be able to support. So Shelley has a lot of you may have seen their bath salts, which is probably our best-selling SKU of theirs, but there is a number of beautiful body care products as well as some supplements that they broker. And Shelley, without further ado.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Sage Valley was designed maybe about 12 years ago. My husband and I both lived in Lethbridge. I was a traveling sales rep throughout Western Canada. My husband's all about his birthday, had to have his birthday. Well, the birthday is now turned into the birth week. So we were in Saskatchewan where he's never been before. We came through and we stopped in Drumheller for a little visit, fell in love with the place, wrote an offer, got back to Lethbridge, and the offer was accepted. What are we going to do now? So we started our company, Sage Valley. We started just with bath salts and lip balms and some soaps, and we have just been able to enjoy where we live. We employ 7 local women that all have kids, so we're really not too, if they can work Saturday morning or Friday afternoon or whatever. So we're all about family with our group that's out there, so we really appreciate them. Our products are all made with pure therapeutic essential oils, which are all tested when they come in with certificates of analysis and material data safety sheets, so we know what we're dealing with on a daily basis. The salt is brought up from the Great Salt Lake. It's a solar air-dried salt. We blend it with a salt from Saskatchewan, which is a pink salt, very high in calcium, magnesium, and a lot of different trace minerals than the Himalayan salt that is trucked all the way around the world to get here. So we're happy to be able to partner with Saskatchewan to bring this product to market. We've changed our packaging over the last couple of years. The larger bags actually tell the salt story about the pink salt on the back. The smaller ones don't, but the information is on our little shelf cards that we do supply the stores with. In addition to that, we also do a body and room mist and a massage oil, all in the same sense. We use sweet almond oil with wheat germ oil and a few other ingredients in this as well. We've been very happy and lucky to be able to be worked with Community Natural Foods and have had the success that we have by working in conjunction with a whole lot of companies throughout the years, but Community's kind of been one of our favorites. They've come, as Kim has mentioned, they've come to us with what they need, and we've been able to go that way. One of the other products that we sell is a multi-purpose jelly, which I didn't bring, which is an all-natural Vaseline-like, made with coconut oil and beeswax. So it's really good for using as a carrier if you want to mix it with essential oils. It's good for babies. I've got ladies who use it for makeup removal and in their hair if their hair is frizzy. So a really all encompassed product as well. Some of the other products we carry is an all-natural, non-alcohol version of witch hazel, which has been really taking off throughout the last couple of years. So I'm sure you have that in your stores as well. Thank you very much.
Next, we have somebody who is representing the Veggie Witch. So this is, Dylan is going to be coming up shortly, and Dylan is the partner of Denise, who is the real Veggie Witch, who's also a cashier up at our Crowfoot store. Denise woke up this morning with an excruciatingly sore throat, so she unfortunately could not be here. So please welcome Dylan. He's going to come up, and just a lot of people will ask us, well, why don't you carry routine deodorant? Because it's also a local deodorant. And we're not anti-routine. It's just when we had initially started looking into a cream deodorant, I think that the founders of Routine were probably traveling in Europe and not being very responsive to us. In the interim, Denise came to us and she presented us with the Veggie Witch, which was an amazing product. She provided about 15 samples. We had a great group of people test them, give us amazing feedback. And just one personal story, my best friend uses both Routine and the Veggie Witch, and she says hands down the Veggie Witch is about 10 times better for sure, and it's less expensive than Routine. And my friend is a sales rep in the interior BC. She's like, tell Denise if she ever wants anyone just to sell this product. Like she believes in it so much, she just wants to get a hand on it so she can like sell it to everyone. But here is Dylan, who's going to talk about Veggie Witch. Are you okay with miking up here?
Sure.
Okay.
There. Okay. Yeah, I'm Dylan. I'm Denise's partner. Veggie Witch came to be because about 7 years ago, we had decided as a family to make total lifestyle change and start supporting companies and products that we actually believed in and that were good for the environment and good for our own health, as opposed to supporting products from multi-death corporations and things like that, right? And so we did a complete lifestyle change. We went vegan, and so we were also sourcing products that were not tested on any animals and not using any animal ingredients. That was very important to us as well. And so we could find all these products available, various different products like Dr. Bronner's and certain skin creams, but we couldn't find an effective natural deodorant. I tried a few of them myself when I was switching from my old Speed Stick, and they were subpar to say the least. I'd be applying them like 4 or 5 times a day, and so Denise decided to make her own, and so she did some research into it, and she went with a cream deodorant because that was the easiest way to get only natural ingredients from great sources into the product. A lot of the sticks and the roll-ons wouldn't be as effective, and in order to get a stick in particular, you'd have to use some maybe questionable ingredients. So anyhow, she came up with a few different formulations. I was the guinea pig, and the entire family was, and all from home in her kitchen. She started out doing that, and over the years it came along, and it got better and better with each incarnation until she felt confident enough that it was ready for sale. And so she started out online and then at craft shows, And then about a year ago, she heard that Community was looking